Hi all, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Fallout 3, where I think we talked last time about potentially doing some of Operation Anchorage, but actually, I think I want to do the main storyline. I think that's going to be my method of going through. So we could either pay 300 bottle caps to Moriarty to get our details of where we need to go next, but I did just look it up because I knew there was a way of doing it without giving him money, because I really don't want to give him money, and it's by going on this, which we can certainly hack. Consisted. So chemistry maybe? Yes. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Right. Moriarty's property only. Motivational phrase of the month. When the chips are down, it means the Brahmin is empty. Wicked. Residents. Visitors. James, Vault 1-on-1. So out of nowhere, James came back to Megaton. Since he stayed here before, he asked me where the hell he could get a lay of the land and find out what's going on in the world. I told him about Galaxy News Radio in the ruins of DC, and that guy, Three Dog. And then like that, he was gone again. I remember the first time he showed up almost 20 years ago. I never expected someone to actually want to, or be able to get into a vault, but he must have had his reasons. He had his kid with him, some baby that wouldn't shut the fuck up. Normally I would have kicked someone like that out of my place, but he has his way with words. Then like that, he ducks into the Vault 101 and he's gone for almost 20 years. Nice guy I guess, but never spends enough caps. There we go. And we need to go and find Three Dog, who is like a very memorable character to me from this game. So let's see if that holds up or not. GNR Building Plaza, so let's just fast travel to the Super Duper Mark. I'm going to drop a quick save first because of the crashing tendency of this game. And we'll head over and see what we can find over there. Oh, every single place I spawn into. I need my assault rifle. This isn't a bad thing, all talking, because, well, I can upgrade, I've got some things to fix my armor from this, so, you know. We take what benefits we can where we can. I do seem to be getting a higher spawn rate of them than I remember them being in the game originally. Go on. And then you just get some headshots. Like so. Oh, I'm wearing my ghoul mask still. Do you think, because there's the gob, isn't there, in Moriarty's, do you think he took it badly that I'm wearing a ghoul mask? You know, be mimicking or something. Yeah, let's change that. Oh, is our helmet dead? Shame. I still don't want to be wearing the ghoul mask though. I'm starting to collect these contracts on me. Oh, he had a laser pistol. I didn't realise. Oh, that was a raider. What? Oh, hello.
Those monsters, they're gonna get me.
Interesting. Those what? What's the matter?
Those things. They keep coming. They scare me. Make it stop.
Unless you tell me what the problem is, I can't help you.
Those things. It's all their fault. They did this to us.
Speech, let's use the speech option. Hey, calm down. It's gonna be okay, I promise.
No. Those things.
Okay, kid, I'm gonna say it once. Stop your whining.
No, you don't care.
Alright, I'm sorry. Calm down. Tell me what's going on.
Please don't get mad at me. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Just help me. Promise you'll help me.
Yes, of course. I'd like to help, but I need to know more first.
Those big things. They're all over Greyditch. And they killed everyone. Please, mister. Please find my papa.
Okay, I'll go look for your father.
You will? Really? Thanks a whole lot.
Like, later
My
on.
house is the one closest to the huge sign and the old diner. Please. Find my papa and make him come back.
Hey, I know it's scary to be alone. Just hang in there.
Wow. You sound as nice as my papa. You know, maybe this will help and maybe it won't. But Papa hid a bunch of stuff behind the old diner in the dumpster. He trusted me with the key and said it was for emergencies, but I bet he wouldn't mind you having it. Thanks for making me feel better.
It's alright. Anywhere you can hide whilst I search.
There is the personal shelter next to the old diner. Papa always said to stay away from it. But I guess it's supposed to be safe. I'll head over there and wait inside. Hurry back.
Will do. I will see you a little bit down the line when we've done, several other quests. I believe it's giant ants, if I remember rightly. I'm actually going to do a weird thing here, and I'll cut it out, but I'm going to go back to Megaton, because we've just picked up a whole load of loot. I wonder what was happening there. It was pointing us on the minimap over here, and I was like, but I know I need to be going towards the Washington Monument. But I think this is just going to be a better way of getting there. We hope, anyway. We've done a bit of metro clearing, but it is a part of the game's setting that's quite... it works towards what it's going for. It's something I remember a lot. I don't know what it is about, and I think this is something we mentioned before, but post-apocalyptic games and the need to take them underground. It's definitely involved. Do we want security help? It's not really worth it, to be honest. The wait to get it done. I remember the little animation of things opening was huge. There was actually a mod on Oblivion to do the same sort of thing, and I remember getting it and being like, oh look, it does the thing from the other game. I'm fairly sure it's Oblivion where they don't do that. But like, in that sort of era, those small changes meant a lot, It really helped develop a game and gave you the sense of being in a world as much as possible. Assault rifle on mole rats might be overkill. So, I find it worrying that my character can, when going through a body, determine what is human flesh and what isn't. Like, he has enough knowledge of from the past to look at that and go, oh yeah, no, that's definitely human flesh, It's definitely not any other animal or creature, and it's not the ghouls. So, yeah, 100% human flesh. I'm going to leave it there, but, I've got the knowledge to know that this is human flesh. That was a short metro station. Are we where we want to be? We've got the actual trainee parts as well. To GNR Outpost. Very helpful game. I think there's a thing here coming up that's going to be kind of cool. Maybe. It's something like we've not really come across so far. Is any of the game set pieces? The only one that we would have is if we blew up Megaton, but we did the opposite of that. So it'll be interesting to see what the game set pieces is. But we're going to go and fight some super mutants. It's quite interesting because I've swapped from my hunting rifle purely because of ammo. So there is some survival stuff at the corners of the game that's kind of half working at these early stages. But I remember that goes out the window relatively quickly. It's just like, oh, I have enough just to use whatever gun I want infinitely. Which isn't a bad thing. I think, core to how Bethesda as a studio design these types of games is definitely a power fantasy. Switch it up again and use a different gun because we need to make sure we're, keeping good on the old ammo. Now, is it the one I think it is? Yes. No? Maybe. Can you repeat the question? This is GNR. Right. Oh, we got a level up just for discovering stuff. We'll have some more small guns, please. How are we doing on lockpick? Maybe we won't have more small guns. We're actually pretty proficient at that. Yeah, if we can take lockpick to 50, that's really good. And what new perks have we got? Strong back's good. Big guns we're not interested in. Scrounger's not bad actually, but that means less late game. 25% radius. I like a lot of these. I think we're going to end up being a two-handed rifle thing, so I think that's good. Yeah, so let's take that. I was thinking of maybe going down the pistols route, but we'll go two-handed rifles. We'll cop to that now, and have that as the way we're going to go, because there's just assault rifles and things like that that are just very good in this game. Oh, this is all wrong buttons. I wonder what I think about super mutants. I know it's a staple of the series. They've kind of got their foot in, you know, orcs from D&D and such, which I know have been getting some stick lately for good reason. We'll have your hunting rifle. I believe we've got some friends over here. But yeah, we'll take strong back next time. Paladins.
Look, I don't know who you are, but you don't belong here.
Why not?
The super mutants have overrun our brothers at the Galaxy News radio building, and we're headed there to back them up.
It is the part I thought it
You
was.
can tag along if you want, but keep your head down and try not to do anything stupid.
Wait, who the hell are you people?
I'm Sentinel Lions of the Lion's Pride, with the Brotherhood of Steel. Don't worry, we're on your side. At least I hope so.
That's an interesting thing, because I remember Brotherhood of Steel being portrayed as very much the good guys in this game, and I wonder if A, that's subtly undermined, and B, it definitely doesn't remain true later on. You looking for new recruits?
That's a negative. We've got too many local conscripts as it is. Most are undertrained and too damn trigger happy for their own good. Our very own initiate Redden is a sterling example.
I have to go now. Let's see what's around this corner. Let's say big set piece for the moment. I mean, I hope it doesn't consider me having made that choice there. But I want to do some damage so I get the experience. No, I didn't get any experience for that. Oh, I need to move from that cart. It's gonna blow. I think all the carts in this world must run off some form of nuclear energy for sure. Oh. I think with the DLC, because it takes you to level 30, whereas previously you could only go to level 20, you can level up pretty much all the stats, or most of them, to full, or a good amount of them. Meaning you can like multi-spec what weapons you're going for. Instead of just all being small guns, you can transform that into energy weapons in the late game, which I remember doing. But we're definitely in the situation here where we're not getting experience for this, so I should just let them kill everything to save my own ammunition. I'm not going to, because that just feels weird. Plus I'm going to loot them for everything they've got, so you know. Right, where we go now, Lions? Let's go, let's move. I wonder, because the Brotherhood of Steel, I know they stand for knowledge, but not necessarily in a good way. Okay, yeah, this is what I thought it was. I thought the GNR tower... Oh, no, you have to go up to the top of what's it called it? The Washington Monument. Oh, I started off what I couldn't have. Yeah, Bethesda aren't great at the set pieces. It's all just like, let's throw more enemies in it. I remember like the Battle of Kvatch, is it? In Oblivion? It might be Kvatch. It's just like, let's just have loads of enemies here. Ooh, we can get power armor now. Really crappy power armor. That's not worth anything. So let's not. We'll just steal all your guns.
Yeah, we'll see. Now knock that off. You're wasting ammo.
I'm trying to find where the story is, or if it's going to come to me at all. Hello? Can one of you forward the plot, please? I bet we could get some semi-functional power armor if there's more people dead. Oh, here we go. We all knew this was going to happen, didn't we? Okay, that worked. Retrieve the fat man from the dead Brotherhood soldier. I'm over encumbered. Oh, that's a lot of assault rifles. Right, let's repair some of these, because that will get rid of some of them. We unencumbered. Right. So, this is one of the big things from Fallout, is not dying to a super mutant behemoth. It's also mini nukes. Which there's only a limited amount of in the game, but I think it's like a cool way of representing. I'm just knocking everyone unconscious. Representing like the explosive firepower of nuclear war and putting it in the hands of the player, but with limitations. Because like there's the background radiation from when you shoot it as well. I wonder how much of it is just, you know, we're doing it to look cool. Oh, you know, like the power fantasy thing that I was talking about earlier, that the games operate within. Or if there's some element of they were thinking about trying to have it be commentary of some sort. Who knows? I'm not the game developer. So who do we need to speak to now? Is it the intercom?
Looks like it's all clear. Unlocking outer doors.
Yes, please do. Right, story, where be you? Upstairs, apparently. I'm interested to see why all these people are holding out here. Like, I have a rough idea, but I want to kind of remember it because it's been a while. Because I know they're sort of protecting this dude.
The look on your face says it all. You're wondering who the heck this guy is and why you should care. Well, prepare to be enlightened. I am Three Dog, jockey of discs and teller of truths, lord and master over the finest radio station to grace the wastes, Galaxy News Radio. And you, well, I know who you are. Heard about you leaving that vault, traveling the unknown, just like dear old Dad, huh? Met him already.
I mean, I could say that, but we've not exactly listened to much radio, which is a shame. It's always a shame, but YouTube and that. Holy shit, you're the guy from the radio?
Yep, guilty as charged. I don't usually have exposure to the public like this. It's nice to know someone's listening. Makes carrying on the good fight that much easier.
What is your thought of the good fight? The good fight, what's that all about?
Imagine a picture, okay? A picture of the capital wasteland. All that brick and rock. A whole lot of nothing, right? There's people out there trying to just barely make it from day to day. Fighting to stay alive and make something out of what they got. But then you've got all kinds of shit. Slavers, super mutants, raiders. They all want a slice of the pie too. And aim to take it by force.
So you fight the good fight with your voice.
Well, holy shit. Aren't you a chip off the old block?
I mean, it's not that obvious.
You are as smart as your dad. Since you know all about this cause, no need to explain the effect. Let's get you on your way.
Oh, I want you to explain the effect. I didn't want to sound smart. Please. How did you know I was looking for my dad?
Oh, come on. You're a spitting image of the guy. He's been here before, and now you're here. Doesn't take a genius to figure it out. You want to find your dad, and it just so happens his location is known to yours truly. But if you want to know more, you're going to have to contribute to the good fight.
Everyone's always holding something back, even like the good characters. You know, Moriarty earlier was like, oh, I'm not telling you where your dad is unless you give me money. And we snuck around him, you know. But Three Dog's like, I'm not telling you where your dad is until I get what I want as well. Selfish. If you know anything that can help me find my dad, please just tell me.
You want to find your dad. And it just so
Yeah.
he was here at Galaxy News. We had a great conversation. He's a real stand-up guy. If you want to know more, you're gonna...
To find my dad, I'm ready for anything.
Good, because this isn't gonna be easy. Galaxy News Radio is my baby. I love it. I feed it. I keep it changed. But there's one problem. No one outside of DC can hear her cry. You see, some brainless super mutant thought it would be funny to shoot at the shiny round thing on the Washington Monument.
I see where this is going.
Yep, that shiny thing was our broadcast relay. Now it's Swiss cheese. Without it, our broadcast range is quite limited. Of course, the factory that made the relay dishes is long gone, leveled, as in, we're never gonna scavenge that part again.
This is starting to sound risky, but I'll do anything to find my dad.
It is risky. I would never lie to you. But there's something behind those eyes of yours that screams, I'm the one that can get shit done. Your dad had that same look in his eyes, too. That's why 3 Dog's helping you.
Alright, how can I help?
One of the Brotherhood guys that passed through here mentioned seeing a dish in one of DC's old museums. It's the dish off the old Virgo 2 lunar lander in the Museum of Technology. I want you to get it, and bring it to the Washington Monument to replace the bad one. That's it.
You got yourself a deal.
I sure know how to pick 'em. You're gonna be the best thing that ever happened to Galaxy News in a long time. If you need any more info, I'll be here waiting for you.
I'm going to talk to him a bit more. I want to sort of figure out his shtick. What are you doing?
You look like someone with about 1,000,000 questions. Lay 'em on me.
Where's the Washington Monument?
It's only the tallest thing left in the city. When you step out of the museum, take a good look across the mall. You can't miss it. Just be careful. There may still be a security barrier around it.
Galaxy News Radio, huh? What's that about?
Without this place, DC would be filled with that crap the Enclave keeps shoveling out of their radio station, festering with muties. Someone's gotta tell the Wastelanders what time it is, and 3 Dog is the one to do it. No one knows what Eden and his horsemen of the apocalypse are up to, but you can be sure it isn't in the common man's best interest.
I do think it's an interesting way to carry on a fight is through sort of projecting your voice, and it's something that if you look historically was huge when radio was invented, so it's a cool thing to play with, definitely. If that's the technology that these people have available to them and it is regularly available to everyone, you can see how things spread across that, and the ability to send things via radio is a lot simpler than via video. I don't care about ways. Anything helpful about the Museum of Technology?
Ha! Man's monument to his own demise. All the garbage they displayed in there is the reason half the world was blown to shit. That shithole is located just off the mall. You know, that huge space in the center of the city in front of the Capitol. Be careful. The whole place is swarming with super mutants.
Sound? So what's your story?
3 Dogs seen it all. Capitol wasteland at its ugliest. People killed for scraps of food. Wounded children wandering aimlessly. Some seriously fucked up shit. If it wasn't for the good fight, I think I would have gone crazy by now.
Why bothering operating Galaxy News Radio?
Why candy coat the news when the world is in danger? People like the Enclave would have you believe everything is calm and totally under control. They're lying. Hell, President Eden goes around spreading peace, love, and government, but no one even knows how old that Enclave signal really is. People need to hear the truth. It's a harsh world. We've got to work together to make it better. Not wait for Uncle Sam to ride in and save the day.
Fair. I wish I could have met your parents. I bet they were interesting.
Parents? Ha! I was born from the sun and have sand in my veins. Ha ha! Just messing with you. My parents were very cool. They preached all about the haters and their bullshit, how to tell the propaganda from the real deal.
I want to see what he says to this. I don't think it's something my character would necessarily say, or it's not something I would want to say, but I'm interested to hear his response. So it's, you're safe up here in your fortress. What do you know about fighting?
You've got to understand, if I die, so does the voice of the people. I can't take that risk. Your idea of saving the world means combing through the rubble and using a gun. I use my voice. We're two sides of the same coin. If you think always being a target of your enemies is safe, then you got a funny way of looking at things.
So he has a conception of what we need to do that involves fighting for it, which I quite like. That's interesting. And also, like, the way he's doing it is through voice and spreading messages and such, which I think is also, you know, how things broadly operate in our world anyway. And people definitely conceptualize it that way. So I think it's kind of cool, actually, and it all fits together quite nicely. Have we got, like, a new quest to do or something? Find the Museum of Technology. But the door's here, isn't it? Sorry, the mission pointer's like acting a bit weird. If we have a look in the world map. So it's going to go through DuPont Station. How are we doing on weight? We're running a little heavy, so I might go and drop some stuff off and sell some stuff. But yeah, but I think the other side of it as well is he's sort of saying, I've seen it all, I've seen how messed up this world is. And I don't think the game ever shows you how messed up the world is. I don't know, it's a weird balance because it's more interesting telling you, but then the actual theming and sense of the world is a lot more, not even satirical, but tongue-in-cheek. Oh, I apologise for the phone notification. Yeah, but a lot more tongue-in-cheek. It's a lot more... I don't think we need all these assault rifles anymore. We've got how many assault rifles? Yeah, let's sell everything we've got. I don't know if Moira's going to have any money at this moment, though. So, where else could we go? I suppose we could go to Rivet City. So let's do that. I lost my train of thought. That was it. The game's more interested in showing you how naff the world is. Telling you how naff the world is than showing you. And I don't think that the game could necessarily show you. It would be like too dark and gruesome and just like overbearing more than dark and gruesome. It'd just be a lot, you know. Oh god, every single place I go. I don't even think I'm like technically that good or anything. I do like the way that they are that dangerous of a group, that they've got a guy armed with just a knife. But yeah. It's... yeah, it's just the framing of it all. It's because it like is so satirical or more tongue-in-cheek, it just never quite delivers on some of the things that it's perhaps actually trying to say deeper down. Maybe. It's too pastiche-y. You know, each little thing is a small part of a little segment of the world. The game doesn't feel cohesive to me. It doesn't build to a cohesive whole. Maybe. I don't know. I'm struggling to come up with thoughts on this, actually. So, let's just blow this guy into smithereens and get to the Museum of Technology. Actually, that's it. The side quests are like these weird pastiches of the world and give you little bits of the world. But because it's post-apocalyptic, they fit together in that sort of the metro sense of it all. You know, each one is a station in amongst this world that acts differently and has its thing. Whereas the main quest is actually the thing that drags you through, and I think that's probably going to be more cohesive on the whole. Who are you? Raiders? Not anymore. I say all this negative stuff about the game, but then I was just sitting there walking my way through this station that we had to go through, and just being like, I'm really enjoying this. It's fun to just, you know, it has a good cadence, I think, would be the way I'd describe it. It's fun just to be like, I'm going to go and rob this, and this, and fighting these enemies is just engaging enough to be interesting, but never overbearing. This is going to be a harder enemy to fight, especially with stuff like VATS as a way of getting some damage in. It's very easy. You can fill time doing it. Oh, there's an enemy right behind me. I'm going to crouch behind here and then just shoot this guy. because I don't think he's the primary threat when I've got someone with a minigun. Big guns always felt the weirdest in this game. Like, why is there such ready access to miniguns and the such? Well, because it's not based on reality, that's why. But, you know, we'll have your 5mm. It's too heavy. Too heavy for what it's worth. Have we got off in the wrong place on this station? Where are we on the world map? Yes, apparently we did. Apparently there are multiple ways. Who knew it? That's the other side we are really, really, really missing, and I think something that pulls this game together a lot is the music as well. Sort of when you're in this sort of area where you're just travelling between places, it really manages to keep it somewhat entertaining, and it's just, it ties it all together underneath. I think, like, I have strong memories from a lot of games with radios because you just hear the same tracks over and over again. Even if there's a decent number of tracks, you are going to have some of them ingrained in you, and I think that's always going to get under your skin somewhat. But that's what makes it seem negative. I think it is part of the world of this game, is having those sort of older 50s tracks underlying what you're doing. And yeah, just because I'm trying not to have it on in case I need to cut in and do some talking and some gameplaying, I'm missing it. I'm missing it. Definitely recommend going to listen to that. I think I've recommended that before. I recommend it again. 100% worth it. So here we are at the Museum of Technology. That's one of the proper buildings, and there's the monument. I think we've seen those already. Anyway, let's go in. Let's go and see what we're going to fight. It's been overtaken by super mutants, so let's go and take out a couple of super mutants, eh? I'm not going to stand still. Seems like a bad tactical choice on my part. Oh, being shot in the back also. I would say I'm stopping talking because it's such an intense firefight, but I mean, it's sort of intense. We still won though. Let's check this. First log entry. Some virus. Okay, there's one of these that's important. Not that I accidentally didn't record me doing all this a few seconds ago. They've got the lunar lander. I think it was the last one I liked. No. Second to last. I would like to lodge a formal complaint regarding the firearms exhibition that's planned for temporary display in the atrium. With the world tensions the way they are right now, I feel it's highly inappropriate to glorify these killing devices by promoting them as tourist attraction. If this is some sort of patriotic gesture, then I would be entirely lost upon me, and I urge you to rethink this decision. Research lead. See, that's like, I picked up on that when I went past it the first time, and I'm not sure why I'm drawn to it. I just think it feels like coherent. It's internally coherent. It works together as a position that someone may have. I'm not opposed to games showing different positions to those that I may have or such. I think they're actually very good places to explore that sort of thing. But the rest of the game, I don't think displays that sort of writing. It's only a small snippet, but yeah. Exhibition guide. I wonder if we have to do something on this. Okay, doesn't seem like anything of interest, so let's delve into this place. Stealth Boy. Basically invisibility potions from Oblivion. It's kind of cool item actually. You know, single use stealth thing. Be super helpful in Morrowind in places. Especially on Thieves Guild stuff where it's asking you to steal stuff. Ah, it's the standard museum in a first-person shooter. It's very cool to see a museum of your home. Is this like a sales pitch? Bioshock does this a few times, and I really do like it. It's a first-person shooter. It is just a museum in a way.
Of our revolutionary floor suck auto cleaner system for those darned messy kids. Never sweep again.
It is managing to sell that nuclear family lifestyle.
Culinator 3000 kitchen system making cooking a breeze. I can smell the muffins baking now.
So that's what they're selling here. That's what they're selling the preservation of, isn't it? The nuclear family.
Step into our Entertainatron room and watch the latest holotakes, or perhaps listen to a symphony. Another Vault-Tec innovation.
Cool.
Concerns about security? Our Eye on You cameras enable the vault cleaner to watch your every move. You'll never be alone again. Should the unlikely event arise that the planet is laid to waste, you'll feel happy knowing your family will be safe in a Vault-Tec vault.
I'm guessing there's going to be enemies at the end of that.
Enjoyed our tour today. If you have any further questions, please take a brochure from our helpful Vault-Tec guides.
Let's have a... Is this... Oh no, this is where we came from, isn't it? I bet there's still a bit of fighting to do. Oh, this feels like this is important. Maybe even what we've come here for. Notice all the super mutants in here are equipped with hunting rifles. I think they all have been. Or like, you know, entry level weapons almost. There's nothing coming in as too difficult. Let's get all this stuff repaired up so that we're a little lighter. But I believe the dish we want is in this. Let's see if there's something to say. None of these seem to open. Special events. What's the error actually? Let's click on the error. No. I have a feeling we want something in here. So let's carry on having a nose. Ooh. Oh god. Oh, it's actually like a even higher level. I do think it's such a fantasy RPG thing, or even an RPG thing, to have like, oh yes, you're fighting super mutants, but here's the 4 different levels of super mutants, and they've all got slightly different names. I mean, it works. It gives you like a spread of difficulty across enemies to work through. But let's see what he's got on him. I think it's a Chinese assault rifle. Here we go, communication disc. Let's take that. And drag that big heavy dish from here. Nice and easy. I don't want to miss. I think we get to go through the planetarium at some stage, so I want to make sure we don't miss that. Oh, we need to heal kind of desperately. Security room. Ooh, this is where I thought it was. I find it kind of funny you getting attacked amongst this sort of relaxing planetarium thing. Sorry, you gotta get the loot. It's the most important part. Oh, it's broken. Oh well, time to go. Time to leave this place. A mission successfully done, I believe. I bet it all cleverly links together. That's something I think they probably learnt from this game and transposed to Skyrim. It's like a notable thing from that game is, oh, this all connects. This all connects in a way that makes sense. Look, the fact I can drop down here to get back to the beginning. Anyway, that's going to be the end of it for today, because all we've got to do is drop it off the Washington Monument, but I feel like that's a good place to start up next session. I think I've accidentally repaired away my hunting rifle, as you occasionally want to do. Brilliant, thank you for joining me. We will continue on through a bit of main story and then digress into some side stuff as we always do. But yeah, we look forward to going to the Washington Monument next time. If you fancy helping me out, drop a like to the video. If you have some thoughts on museums in first-person shooters, because there's a few of them, and they work well in my opinion, but what are your thoughts on them? Drop a comment below. And if you got to subscribe. You know, there's more of this sort of stuff. There's going to be some announcements coming up soon. I think it'll be Monday, I believe. Not announcements, but I'm just trying to figure out some production stuff that's happening at the moment, and so I'll just go through it then. Brilliant, thank you. Goodbye.